Welcome to another episode of Ozfish. Dave here, let's get some. So, I'm back on the beach today. I haven't fished on the beach for about 3 months, I reckon, maybe a little bit more. I've been bass fishing, you know, and I've been out live bait and dew in the tinny, and just had this big major flood event, and I was out last Friday at the start of the flood on the end of Stockton breakwater, really heavy seas, no one fishing, couldn't see any dew, no mullet. Went away, worked on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Came out Monday, fished in the rain on the end of the breakwater with about half a dozen guys, and fished for about 5 hours, flogging big plastics, and I never got a dew. All I saw and caught that day was one little dew about 40 centimetres and one small dew about 60 centimetres, but no mullet, no big dews. So I never fished yesterday, so there could have been fish there yesterday. You just never know on a flood, you know, when they're going to bob. So today, man, you know, I just had this epiphany, and I thought, man, I'm going to come up the beach, and after a flood, quite often it's really good on the beach fishing for weeks, because the fish come out and they lay on the beach, the dew, the prim, sometimes the flathead, everything. And first cast, yeah, first cast I've caught a brim, and yeah, quite often in a flood, what they'll do is, yeah, they'll come out and they'll be up on the beach, you know, laying on the beach there. So someone, it can be epic brim fishing sometimes. So that's the first cast. There's a huge sweep, you know, running to the south, so I've got a fair bit of weight on, but I might have to re-rig. But anyway, got him on the circle hook, and he'd be legal, absolutely legal brim, but yeah, I'm going to let him go. Yeah, a few nice brim around today. So yeah, he'd be legal as well. Nice fish, beautiful. So yeah, looks like in that fresh, you know, it yeah, pushes a little bit of brim up the beach and that. And we're coming into travelling season too, you know, as we get towards April, then brim will be moving, the mullet will be moving, dew will be chasing them. So let's get him back. How's that circle look, man? Pins them absolutely right in the corner of the mouth. That's 3 brim. Yeah, let's get him back. Today, and come up for a casual afternoon, you know, brim fish on the beach, and yeah, it's been a few nice brim round, but yeah, what I've done is I've hit this nice little dew, beautiful little fish, you know, circle hook, you know, right in the corner of the mouth. But yeah, see his lateral line, you know, man, beautiful little dew, you know, I knew it was a dew when he hit me on that brim gear, you know. It took a little bit of line, and on the first run and that sort of thing like that. But yeah, I'm going to get clobbered by a massive big storm. So it's not looking good. I better get this one back and see if I can get another one. Hang on a minute. This is actually my first ever dew fish I've actually ever caught off the beach. Unbelievable. Like, he's a tiny fish, but man, that's a start. But I almost forgot that. I've been trying to get a dew off the beach for a while now, so yeah, good on you, bro. Thanks for coming to the party. Let's get you back. I'm just spot hopping, a bit closer, getting back closer to home, mate. Like storms all around me, and yeah, it's looking really gnarly. So yeah, I'm just throwing a bait, moving, finding a hole, throwing a bait, moving. You know, like yeah, just trying to get closer to some sort of protection in the storm. So it's pretty gnarly over Newey. Louie and I are on the beach today, aren't we, mate? Yeah, just a little tiny, like yellowfin brim. What do you reckon, Lou? Hey? Yeah, like just fishing with worms, you know? Just killing some time in a sat in the arvos, bored sitting at home, so me and the dog thought we'd come for a fish, eh? So yeah, what do you think of that, bro? I'm using a standard J hook, but you know, I like J hooks, you know, like, yeah. They get a long way down, you know, but anyway, so I'll cut this one off, let him go. Tiny little brim, bro. And what do you think? Think we should go home? What do you think? Think we should go home, let this little fella go? Well, here's my first attempt, South African style. How the South Africans do it. There's my little squid bait on a dangle. Chocker bait they call it. Down to a sinker with the spikes on it. Yeah, and there it is, like hooked onto the sinker with the dangle. It's meant to be like, yeah, just all one unit getting thrown. Anyway, let's just see how she goes. Oh, I was a little hesitant on the throw. I should have belted it harder. But anyway, got it out there. Let's see what happens. So here's how I've got my dew fishing gear rigged up, casting big lures, you know, chasing big fish. Got my lure tied on. I've got about 60 centimetres of 50-pound trace to a loop knot. And then I've come down to like a big snap swivel. And then I've got a little bit more 50-pound trace up to an FG knot. Then what I've got on top of that, I've got like a braided leader. So I'm using about 80 pound like braided leader, like and I've got it top, and it's about, what I wanted to do is when I'm casting, I want to get about, yeah, 1.5 wraps around my reel. I've joined the 80-pound braid, this is about 80 or 90-pound braid down to 40-pound braid with an FG knot, and I just want to get yeah, 1.5 wraps around the reel, and it casts really nice. And what happens is yeah, like it's really easy on your finger when you're casting, you know, like 100, 150, 200 casts. Like that big heavy braid is really nice on your finger to cast with, rather than really thin 40-pound braid, because that's a really thin 40-pound braid. This is a great idea because all my lures are just like tied like this. I roll them up into a circle like a 50-cent piece, and I can just change whatever lure I want. I can go to a hard body, I can go to, you know, like all different sorts of sort of plastics, you know, like, and yeah, it's just a great way of like changing lures really quickly, you know, like, and without having to retie knots. But yeah, so that's how I'm kind of doing it. Works really good, casts really good with the wrap and a half around your reel, like that, you know, with an FG knot, doesn't cause a problem, you know, easy on the finger. Little bit of added protection too if you're coming through rougher ground, or if you're off the breakwater or somewhere like that, in around the rocks. Braided leader, yeah, got that from the South Africans, you know, they use a big braided leader like that, like on all their gear when they're fishing off the beach, bait fishing off the beach. You know, they use 80 to 100 pound and goes around their bionic finger and works really good. Awesome.